your success and everything like that?
Yeah. So I've been doing visual merchandising for several different like luxury companies.
Okay.
Starting in retail, of course, then working my way up. Pretty much my whole background is in retail. I went to
Oh,
school for it. I didn't graduate from it, but it's really, 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 really lucrative in a sense where I was in school studying.
mm-hmm.
And when I first started, I worked for a women's consignment shop like straight out of high school because I didn't want to go to school right out of high school and waste my dad's money.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Okay, so in the midst of me in this retail job, doing what I do on a day-to-day basis.
Oh, can you speak up a little bit?
Yeah, on a day-to-day basis, it's just me styling mannequins and making the stores look beautiful. Visual merchandising is pretty much the essence of what a store's flow is going to be.
So let me ask you this: like, how how do you judge whether or not that has been effective as far as like the sales of a store, or like, I mean, maybe a stupid question, but like, how do you know, like, all right, well, this person's been really good because their aesthetics have been drawing people into the store even more? Like, how do you know?
I think it's, for me, I have really, really bad like OCD. Okay, so I'm very particular about like the way things look. So if I walk into a store and I automatically feel overwhelmed and I can't clearly see the message in the store for like a campaign or like a season, or the merchandising, like say the way that like t-shirts and pants are folded, it's not color coordinated.
Okay.
And it's just not aligned in a way that like I normally process it.
Okay.
From everything that I've seen like throughout my years of, all the shopping and being in retail stores, automatically I'm going to be like, okay, like who's the visual person? Like what are they doing here?
So it sounds like, and correct me if I'm wrong, you took something that may have been like most people would like consider to be a disability or even an issue, and you use it as a strength though.
Yeah. Like it's undiagnosed OCD. Like I just know me. Like I'm very particular about everything.
Okay.
Also, I do interior design, so visual merchandising and interior design kind of go hand in hand with each other because it is creating a vibe, an aesthetic,
and a feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like when you walk into a place and you like the way it feels, it makes you feel comfortable. I went to a hotel to drop off some stuff at a hotel before, and I went inside and it just didn't feel right.
Yeah.
It didn't feel right at all immediately. And then sometimes you go into places and it feels like real comfortable. Like, yeah, this is the right place for me to be at.
You want to feel good. You want it to be inviting. You want to like be able to be comfortable shopping and doing whatever you're doing on a day-to-day basis. Even if it's a hotel, we also do visuals for hotels too.
Okay.
It's essentially still interior design at the end of the day. We're just trying to make sure it flows correct.
So now you say you started right out of high school, but you still went back to college?
So out of high school, I had a retail job. And then in the midst of me in this retail job, I figured out exactly what that title was of me styling mannequins and making the store look pretty.
Okay.
And once I figured that out, then I went to school for that. So I lived in San Francisco for 3 years. I went to school out there. And then in the midst of me being in school, I got a job being the visual merchandising lead. So I'm in school and I have this role and I'm learning everything and I'm taking it into work on a day-to-day basis. And I was like, oh, I really just need my experience at the end of the day. Like you can teach me everything that I need to know. I can have my degree and whatnot, but I really need to be good at being a creative and being myself and able to like clearly send out a message of what my talent is and what I like my taste.
Yeah, that is true. I feel like that's everybody, whether they realize it or not.
Yeah.
That if you can get into your own creative space at whatever your job is and be creative at your job, then you'll be a lot more efficient at your job. And it sounds like you enjoy what you do.
Yeah, I really love what I do. I've tried it across the board with several different companies, whether it's like, for example, Adidas or maybe a furniture company or maybe a perfume, whatever the case may be. I've tried so many different things that I like just know this is what I want to do. This is my passion. This is me.
Yeah, there's nothing that's changing that.
Yeah, like anytime and I try to stray away from it, it always back. And it's always a nice reminder to know
And so it sounds like, yeah, school teaches this stuff, but it's not necessary. It's not something that's necessary in order for someone to succeed at it.
Yeah. Like school is going to teach you all the tools that you need to be successful in the role, but you are the person being successful in the role and showing your talents on a day-to-day basis and taking everything that you learn from school out into the field, and then, playing around with whatever field that you're in and, displaying all your talents on a day-to-day basis. If you can't do that properly, then you need to reevaluate what you want to do with your life and find something that you really love.
That is true.
And that makes you happy on a day-to-day basis. I love talking about what I do. It's fun. Like, I don't feel like I have a job until, something very serious happens. And even then, I don't stay mad and frustrated for that long.
Because you're still working in your creative space.
Yeah. Like, I just feel like I'm getting paid to just,
have fun.
Yeah, have fun. Just try different things, challenge myself on a day-to-day basis every single day.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
1% better every single day.
So you have goals moving forward as to where you want to be soon?
Yeah, I definitely want to stay within the creative realm of visual merchandising, but at this point I'm 30 years old, so I want to.
Oh, so you got many years ahead of you.
Yeah, I have so much time ahead of me. I just want to have a firm that allows people to come to me and explore all of the things that I can bring inside of their brand, to their brand, and have so many different people in-house that can contribute to my vision and whoever else may be my partner in the firm.
Then it sounds like in that aspect, I got to find somebody that has like views and viewpoints that I have.
Yeah, in which I found several people that are on the same page as me, but it wasn't until probably 2 months ago where I found somebody that actually gets exactly what I want to do. And I think that person is going to be the person that's going to be my partner in this business. Whenever I decide to create it, I need to come up with a name, and I need to figure out what my logo is going to be, and I have time to do that.
Well, not only you have time to do that, it seems like if you do it, it'll come from the heart and it'll be more unique because it's coming from you.
Yeah.
And then when you have a team of people, one thing I noticed is one thing when you do something on your own, it works pretty decent. But when you have a team of people, and you have people that you can connect with and people that you can build with, then your overall results of whatever product that you're trying to produce comes out way better because you have so many different inputs from different angles at that point in time.
Yeah.
And I learned that in sales because, one person can, me being in sales and me being a sales guy, you can do as much sales as, the office might ask you to do or want you to do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, if you can teach people to do what you do and duplicate yourself, then you're a lot more valuable of an individual. So I think that that's good, though. Is there anything that you would, real quick, before I let you go, is there anything that you would feel as though needs to be taught in your field that doesn't get taught?
The case, maybe you still have that, encouragement within yourself to keep going and prove that person wrong. And stay within that field, and even if you stray away from it for a while and you figure out this is really my passion and you got discouraged from somebody, it's okay. Take a little break and come back. But just stay on that path every single day.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's good. Looks like the sky is double parked right here. Yeah, that's wonderful. I appreciate talking with you, Latanya.
Yeah,
and I do wish you the most of success. I can always tell when somebody's really passionate about what they do, and they have a drive about it that they're going to continue to use that as the fuel, as opposed to the dollars and cents, as opposed to anything else that they have. So, thank you, and I appreciate talking with you and everything too.
Of course.
All right.